the Dark Ages, a time shrouded in war, mystery, and transformation. Often portrayed as an era of suffering and stagnation, it was in reality a period of resilience, adaptation, and rebirth. From brutal battles to the revival of knowledge, this is the story of a world in turmoil, one that ultimately paved the way for the modern age. The fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th century sent shockwaves across Europe. Cities crumbled, trade routes collapsed, and warlords seized power. Barbarian tribes such as the Goths and Vandals waged fierce battles, sacking Rome and leaving destruction in their wake. The battlefield became the defining landscape of this era. Warriors clad in chainmail and wielding swords fought for land and survival. The chaos of war was relentless. Kingdoms rose and fell, and alliances shifted with every conflict. The clash of steel and the thunder of war drums echoed through the centuries. Yet, even amid the violence, knowledge endured. Monasteries became the last strongholds of wisdom. Monks painstakingly copied ancient texts, preserving the ideas of Aristotle, Plato, and other great thinkers. These sanctuaries of learning would become vital to Europe's eventual intellectual revival. Meanwhile, across the Mediterranean, a new dawn of enlightenment emerged.
Observe. The astrolabe allows us to determine the position of the stars with unprecedented accuracy.
And this herb, when properly prepared, alleviates even the most agonizing pain. The Islamic world thrived in an era of scientific and cultural advancements. Cities like Baghdad and Cordoba became centers of learning where scholars made groundbreaking discoveries in medicine, astronomy, and mathematics. Back in Europe, feudalism took root. Power became decentralized, and medieval lords built mighty castles to defend their lands. Knights trained in combat, swearing loyalty to their liege in exchange for protection. Chivalry and honor became guiding principles, though war was never far behind. The medieval world was not just confined to Europe. The Crusades, a series of religious wars, saw thousands of knights and soldiers embark on perilous journeys to the Holy Land. These campaigns brought bloodshed, cultural exchanges, and a renewed thirst for knowledge. Just as Europe was beginning to stabilize, catastrophe struck. The Black Death swept across the continent, wiping out nearly half the population. Cities became ghost towns, and fear gripped the land.
Sweet Mary, Mother of God, guide my hand. Give me strength to ease their suffering.
Sister, please, my mother. She's
Hush, child, tell me what ails her.
black boils, fever, she can barely breathe.
Yet, from this devastation emerged a transformed society, one that would challenge old structures and set the stage for progress.
We must remain strong. We must bury the dead and tend to the sick. God has tested us, but we will not be broken.
God has abandoned us. What kind of God would inflict such suffering?
Blasphemy will not save us, Thomas. Only faith and hard work will see us through this darkness.
Lord, have mercy on our souls. Grant us the strength to endure this plague. Show us the path to salvation.
Maestro, the ultramarine is ready.
Bring it, Andrea. And tell me, what do you see in this painting?
I see a woman, Maestro. Beautiful, serene.
But what else? Look closer. What secrets does she hold? What mysteries does she conceal?
I don't know, Maestro.
That is the challenge, Andrea. To capture not just the likeness, but the very soul. To reveal the hidden truths that lie beneath the surface.
The Dark Ages were not merely a time of despair. They were an era of survival, innovation, and transformation. From the turmoil of war to the triumph of human resilience, this period laid the foundation for the world we know today. The past may have been shadowed in darkness, but from it, a new light emerged.